Hi students, moving on to again second part of probability. So now again building on what we have learned during the previous lesson. Okay, so when we want to describe um, the probability of uh, event, so we always say that okay, the scale is always between 0 to 1. The last lesson we used fraction to represent the probability. So we can also use decimal to represent the probability. And of course, 0 simply means there's no chance, and 1 is for sure will happen. Like for example, I say, oh, the sun will always set on the west. So the probability for this to happen is always 1, because we know that God made it that way, isn't it? The sun will set on the west, right? Okay, so like for example, the probability for Mr. Leong um, to to represent Australia in the Olympics in 2 years' time. So the probability will be almost 0, isn't it? I don't think I will have I stand a chance to even do that, isn't it? So it's 0. Okay. So now you will need to identify where do you place, the line for such events. When you know that it's certain, where do you put it? Likely, where do you put it? Even chance, where do you put it? So you're supposed to draw a line, okay, and join it. Like for example, certain. Okay, certain is for sure will be here. Likely, likely will happen. Yeah. So probably I will say it's around here. I think so long as it's within this range, should be all right within this range. Likely, even chance, of course, all we know 50-50, isn't it? So the rest, I will expect you to do it on your own. Okay. And then now again, we want you to rate the possibility for such an event, like you clean your teeth tonight. Is it 1, 0.9, or is it 0? You should know better. Okay. So toss a coin to land on the head. What's the chance? So you have to write down the decimal. Okay. Write down the decimal. Everyone will be at school tomorrow. Ooh, that's a tough one. Maybe I would say 0.9, because some students might be away, isn't it? So again, you rank all this. Truly quite difficult to say, right or wrong, unless you say everyone will be at school tomorrow and put 0, and the next day is a school day, then it's impossible to get 0 unless all of your parents decided to keep you at home, isn't it? Right? Okay. So the last part for this page is talking about events. Okay, do not need to copy. I'm just giving you the probability. Okay, tomorrow, meaning Friday. Mr. Leong will be in school tomorrow. So what's the chance for that to happen? You can write down the probability. And the next one is, Kevin will represent Australia in the next Olympics. Oh, I'm not sure. He might be aspiring to be an Olympian, So there's a chance. So what's the chance? Write it down for me. Okay, moving on to the next page. Um, page number is actually here, isn't it? What's happening? Okay, so it's here. So in fact, we'll move on to page 70. Okay, page 70. So again, you have 4 different spinners. You have to ask yourself that question: which spinner will have the most chance of landing a red? So it seems like B has the highest chances to get a red, right? So again, you answer the rest, which one will gives you the highest chance for each of the color. And then from here, you have to answer a few more questions. Is it true that spinner A has 50-50 chance of getting a green? Seems like it. Yeah. Yes. And then answer the rest based on the information provided. Okay. And the next one, again, you're talking about probability, number of favorable outcome over the total possible outcome. So yellow, there are 4 yellows. So how many marbles are there? There are 10, so it's 4 out of 10. So 4 out of 10 is actually the same as 0.4, isn't it? Okay, so 0.4 is the outcome for yellow. Okay, So do the same thing, write your answer in decimal. So the last part of this is quite a fun one, talk about rock, paper, scissors. So you got to write down all the possible situation. So you have scissors, paper, scissors, 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 and stone, of course, or rock, should I say. And from there, you write down all the possible outcomes on the remaining spaces. And last but not least, you will need to come up with a strategy. You shall record the number of times you win and also the number of times your classmate win. Okay, on rock, paper, scissors. Write it down. Remember, following the example that I've taught you, every 5 times you draw a cross. Okay, so do it that way to do the recording. Is that clear? Okay, so play the game and record in the space given. So it's a quite fun one. Okay, so that's about it. That's all you need to do for today. Enjoy. I will see you next week. Okay, bye-bye.